Exactly how are different local governments in Metro Manila responding to the rising COVID-19 cases?
Let's get the answer straight from San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora. He is joining us over the phone. Good afternoon, Mayor.
Yes, good afternoon, and thank you for having me in your program.
Yes, Mayor, I think when it comes to San Juan, which some people are calling a red zone, what is a protocol of the city government in a bid to curb the spread of the COVID-19 virus? We have seen pictures on social media. They're fumigating using like these cannon-looking things around the shopping center. There is a case currently in Cardinal Santos. Can you set everything straight for us? And what precautionary measures really are in place right now?
Well, right now we have seven constituents from San Juan who are positive with COVID-19. And let me reiterate first that all of them are in stable condition, and they're all in different hospitals right now. So we have put a lot of precautionary measures in place. First of all, I've already activated the coronavirus task force since Friday. And if you remember, last Friday when Secretary Duque announced during his press conference that there is a positive patient who frequented a prayer room here in San Juan and eventually was confined at the Cardinal Santos Medical Center, I immediately went personally to the prayer hall along with the joint task force of DOH and the San Juan City government to disinfect and sanitize the area. Also, last Friday and every day after that, the Cignal Shopping Center, I tasked them, I mandated them to also sanitize and disinfect their areas. They also sent out a memo to all their stall owners for them to individually clean their respective areas within the shopping center. I also canceled all big public events. We were supposed to have a big Kasambahay Day last Sunday for Green Hills Kasambahay, so I canceled that. Also a big Women's Month celebration.
Okay, you were saying, Mayor, of course, we were still talking about the preventive measures, but let's jump on to classes, Charles.
Yeah,
they have been suspended, right? I think you suspended early, but people were not, or other mayors were not suspending at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time, we have the national government declaring the suspension of classes as well. With respect to this, are we looking at a extension perhaps of the suspension of classes in San Juan, or will you follow the lead of the national government?
The reason I suspended for last Monday was because the case last Friday was specific to San Juan. So what I wanted to make sure was all our schools, both public and private, were sanitized and disinfected. So I suspended last Monday to give way for the cleaning of all our schools. Monday night, when we had a meeting with the President Duterte, the interagency task force, with the concurrence of the Metro Manila mayors, agreed to suspend classes from Tuesday up to Saturday. It was the President Duterte made the final decision. So he announced late Monday night in Malacanang during our meeting that classes in Metro Manila would be suspended from Tuesday to Saturday. Metro Manila mayors also agreed to treat each Metro Manila local government unit as one cluster. That is why the entire Metro Manila was suspended because we wanted ourselves to be treated as one cluster. This is because, for instance, you live in San Juan, it's possible you work in Taguig or Makati. If you live in Mandaluyong, it's possible that you go to school in Quezon City. So we treated each other as one cluster. So right now, the consensus is we will wait until Saturday, and if the need arises, if ever the number of COVID patients confirmed positive will increase, then we can decide to extend the suspension of classes up to next week. So we have to play it by ear and let's see if the number of positive cases will increase.
All right, so you, with regard to class suspensions for next week, you're going to wait and see on that matter, whether or not the number of cases exponentially grows or the line flattens, right, Mayor? But let's move
Yes,
on
that's
to
correct.
let's move on to residents and how exactly they go about wanting to get tested or having themselves tested if they suspect that they could have COVID-19. A lot of the current cases now, they have, self-checked into hospital emergency rooms, like the case in Cardinal Santos, for example. But are there other health facilities in the city? Is there a certain protocol in place? And once we get ourselves checked and tested, do we have to pay for the bill, or will this, city take care of the bill if it's a public hospital? How does everything work, Mayor?
Okay, here in San Juan, we have the San Juan Medical Center that people can go to. But of course, we are not preventing anyone from going to a private hospital. That is their right, and if they would like to do so, they can do that. So, for instance, we have among the 7 people from San Juan who are positive with COVID, some of them are confined in private hospitals outside of San Juan. So we are not restricting them or forcing them to be confined here in San Juan, but for the general public, in case they feel any symptoms, they can go to the San Juan Medical Center, and we have a team already in place since last Friday, in fact, even since this broke out. And if ever they show symptoms of COVID-19, we immediately coordinate them with the Department of Health. And they have 2 DOH hospitals that are technically capable of handling this. This is the RITM, the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine, and the San Lazaro Hospital. So both are for infectious diseases.
All right, Mayor, the number we're looking at right now is 7 confirmed cases in San Juan. How many other PUIs are actually being monitored right now?
Those are all of them already. So the original PUIs eventually became...
Okay, I think we lost Mayor Zamora. Oh, there you are, Mayor. Hi.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, I'm here. Yes.
We lost the connection.
You were saying?
Those 7 positive were originally PUIs. So as of this morning, that's the date I have. I get updates from DOH. So as of now, that's the data that I have. And God willing, the numbers will stop climbing.
All right, thank you so much for those updates, Mayor Francis Zamora of San Juan City.
Okay, thank you very much also.